Hello everyone, this is day 89, building a house every day for 100 days. Real quick, right before we get into it, I just want to thank you guys. We're not quite there, but we may as well be. By the time I upload it, we might have hit it. For 4,000 subscribers, crazy milestone, really appreciate it. A little competition, like you might have saw in the comments, people predicting if I'll hit 5,000 before the series is over, but we'll see. If you want to help out with that, consider subscribing. But let's get into the house. Kind of thinking more like similar palette I used before. Actually, I think almost the exact same block palette I used before on day 59. I'm going for like a cherry kind of roof on it with like a birch, like main block of the house. So we get the foundation in, just kind of getting the shape down. I knew I wanted like two front sections with like, the roof's facing the front. I didn't want you to see like the side of the roof on the front of it. Kind of hard to explain, but I think you see what I'm going for with the shape. Get the foundation in. I try to use like lighter blocks. So instead of like stone brick, cobblestone, like moss, I go for like stone brick, stone, and andesite. Try to get like a lighter color on it. Kind of matches like the cherry. Overall, just a kind of like a light themed build. You may notice I got a Steve skin for the first like minute and a half of this. I didn't have internet, so sorry about that. Also, game crashes in the middle of it as well, so you'll see like a cut. But I try. It can't always be perfect. Figuring out where I want the roofs to go, how tall I want them to be. I'll get these two in the front, like I said before. Kind of thinking of this like back section of having the left side be like a bit taller. I wasn't sure how much. I had like ideas of like curving the roof and stuff in my head. There was the cut. Sorry about that. Anyway. I had like ideas of like kind of curving the roof down, sloping it, but you'll see. You'll see what ends up. Just getting the frames of everything in. The roof on this house honestly gives me a lot of trouble. It was kind of a nightmare, admittedly, but I think it came out alright. Fill the walls in. I use white wool, which kind of overused, but I think it fits with a lighter color scheme I'm going for here with like the white, the pink, and the kind of like birch colors. So you'll fill the walls in. Start with the roof. At first, I just kind of filled it with pink wool. It looks really bad until I texture it, so just kind of ignore it. You'll see what it looks like at the end, though. Stick around. But like for now, looks kind of bad. You see this height difference between like on that left and the right side here. Thinking of curving it. I think it would look good if I curved it well, but for some reason I just kind of didn't really know what to do with it, so I decided to just kind of have it be two separate sections. So I make this like extra part of the frame here, kind of like square off the left side of it. I think I came out pretty good. I think I like the shape of it. It's a bit interesting. Fill everything in. Again, pink wool, just kind of a placeholder. I do replace it. Have a lot of trouble down there at that bottom part. Everything just kind of meets up really weird on this house. So it's kind of a lot of trial and error, a lot of strange stuff with it. Kind of clean up the like structure of the house here. I'm liking the way the shape is. It's kind of the shape of the house done. Just not sure what to do with the like. I have these like stairs coming out of the tops of the roofs, and I feel like they look pretty good, but kind of like a bit off to me, even still. Now that the build is done, but decided to keep them. They look alright. They don't look bad or anything. They just look a bit off. I think it's because normally I'd put a fence gate on that, but there's no nether brick fence gate for some reason, so start texturing it here. I replace everything with cherry wood, and then at the bottom I mix in some of the log, because the log is kind of a deeper pink. The cherry planks are kind of like a more pale kind of pink color. So you're just gonna texture in. Not like a whole lot to do with it. At the top, I put like kind of like a highlight pink color of just concrete powder and wool, just like a lot brighter. I like it, makes it pop. I put a bunch of trapdoors all over it. I think that looks good. Not sure, like, I don't know why. I just like the way it looks. I don't really know what it's meant to be or do, but I think it looks pretty good. Come back over, put leaves on it as well, these like cherry leaves. Kind of nice, again, pink color, matches with the rest of the build. Put a couple of them, one on the left, some on the right. Get started figuring out where I want the windows and the door. Just like kind of, when I build the like frame of the house, I feel like the windows kind of, they almost like just position themselves in how the walls break up really. So, you know, just kind of where to put them. I texture it. It's kind of a lighter texturing than I usually do. I don't use diorite really, except for the tops of the windows. I just feel like the brighter colors works better than having like a dark gray of like some of that diorite in there. I make this kind of like overhang over here. I'm not really sure. Like it just kind of looked weird without anything here, so I put this small roof. It doesn't like reach to the ground or anything. It just kind of hangs there. Get trapdoors and stairs. Kind of start rounding the frame out. Really like the way that looks. Kind of does a lot for the build. Get these window flower pots in. You know, grass surrounded by trapdoors. Kind of a classic. It works like every block palette. You could just use a different trapdoor for it. Get started on this like porch here. Very simple. Just staircase coming from the ground up. Kind of similar to one I did yesterday. Get a fence in the bottom. Quick path. Barely any room for a path, but you know, get a path in. These like fences lining the path. I like the way the house coming along so far. I put these like arches on the foundation as well. I decided the trapdoors were a bit much because there's a lot of trapdoors in here, and the birch trapdoor got kind of this like white like square in the middle, which I think looks good, but you could overuse it pretty easily. Get some leaves around. I mixed cherry and like normal. I like the way it mixes together. I don't want to use too much pink, but it looks pretty good. Obviously, grass and ferns, you know, pretty standard stuff to kind of fill a space up. Hang a bunch of lanterns, hang some flower pots as well. And fill everything up just for color and everything. And yeah, it's kind of the outside of the house about done here. A couple like smaller things I forgot. I put a couple fences in the back there and some lanterns as well, because that like spot kind of has a weird height to it. Hang a few more lanterns, put some like pots and stuff, like a seating area on the porch. Yeah, except for the outside here. I think I cleaned up a couple like small things, then head inside. Kind of a big interior space, honestly. I wasn't exactly sure what to do to fill it all, because it kind of like wraps around this like middle section, so it, you know, it's a bit difficult. So I kind of know that I'm gonna have a very open like kind of living space here. You know, get the classic carpet at the front, like a welcome mat. I know I could fit a staircase in here, so, you know, just get that in now, where I kind of left this space without a window in the back there, so that's where I put the staircase. Put a different flooring in for this area that I decided is going to be the kitchen. Like a proper kitchen on the left, you know, with like 2 sinks, smoker, the fridge, of course. Got a lot of space in the middle here, so I put a quick like kitchen island. Kind of just adds a lot, breaks up the space a lot too, which was really needed here. Kind of extra like counter space area on the right there. I'll come over here to the left. Finish up the welcome space. Quick armor stand. Decided to dye it just to kind of fit better. Hang some lanterns. Kind of like put an archway there, kind of section it off. Go for pink carpet here, of course. Kind of fits the theme of the build. I moved the island over a bit for space for like a small dining area. This kind of like curved couch. This kind of fits weird, but I get a table in kind of a bit close to the couch, but nothing really I can do about it. Quick like storage space under the staircase. Obviously a bunch of paintings, lanterns, stuff like that. Fill the space up. Head upstairs. Again, a very like strange space. Pretty big space again. I think it's about the same size as the bottom floor. Clean the roof up first because it kind of connected weird. Kind of early on decided to section this one space off. Gonna put a classic room in there, you'll see in a minute. Can't have a house without the legendary room, you know. You'll see. Quick bed area over here. Table, bookshelf. Like an entertainment space. Hang some lanterns up. I got this desk in this corner. Just figured it fit really well. hang some more lanterns, hang a bunch of flower pots as well. Kind of add some color to the space. I come back and put a few more paintings in here in a minute. I kind of forgot, but I put a couple. And finally, the classic, much anticipated, the gambling room. Can't have a house without a gambling room. The dream house. Quick like roulette table, a couple like slot machines, of course. Carpet in. A couple plants, some lanterns, some flower pots. Do a couple small details around the house in these last few seconds here, but yeah, that's about it. Thanks for watching. If you want to download almost, I think it actually is 90 houses now. It's just $3 on the Patreon. I really appreciate it. Join the Discord down below. Got a really cool community in there. A lot of people talking there. Give like build advice and feedback and stuff. Like send each other builds, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I really appreciate it. Thanks for sticking to the end of the video. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.